Yes guys, welcome back. So today we are in for chest, top up and delts. Just doing a warm up on the pec deck. Today I'm also a warm up rather than working sets. So I really want to focus on doing one press at maybe at my maximum freshness, no tiredness. So I've just allowed blood to get into the muscle. I've opened my chest as wide as I can, making sure that my shoulder joints are healthy. And what I'm going to do on this now is I'll do 4 sets. I'll do 3 sets trying to get progressively heavier, or try and lift reasonably heavy because I really connect well with this machine. And then what I will do is a superset of some form. Then we'll go into another press superset with a fly. That'll be enough for chest today. Then the mainstay, the main bulk of this session is delt. So it's really important that the work I do on chest now is very effective, very efficient, and creates a stimulus. So that's why, because I've not got a lot of exercises, say like 2 exercises on chest, doing high volume in this manner now, I'd have to maybe do 5 working sets on here, 5 working sets with a superset, again, which is going to take a very long time, and then take away from delts, which I need more delts. So it makes sense just to do 3 to 4 sets, lower rep ranges, so 10s, 12s, 15s, and 2 exercises. So I'm technically getting through the bulk of the chest faster, but making it more intense, if that makes sense. Then I can go on to the delts. So just finished filming the video this morning about the nutrition and the cycle, so all that's covered. And now we're really in full flow of training. So I feel good, got plenty of food in me, drugs are working, the insulin's in, you know, body weight's stable, so everything's perfect now for growth. So really, and that's really from the last couple of days actually. So all sessions now 110% maximum effort, all out, everything we've got, and trying to progress them as much as possible over this next 5 or 6 weeks. Pretty good. So I went to go and see there's actually an osteopath, a guy called Chris Knott, who works with a lot of Ifbb pros. He works with Jordan Peters, Oscar Young, Cal Raystrick. Basically, I always talk about having a weak right scapula. While I'm in a pressing position, this just feels a little bit numb and really weak. So I've always thought I've had an issue with my right side. I thought it was potentially nerve damage. It actually turns out I've had a football injury on my ankle when I was 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more. And because I've got no mobility in my ankle, I'm walking like this, which is creating a tightness all up my left side, which then gives me something called right side dyskinesis. So my right side isn't actually weaker, it's stronger, and it's compensating for my left side. So I've been doing all this work on my left side, on my right side, trying to make it better, whereas really my left side is the one that's the issue. Been given some mobility drills and some exercises to do every day, and now I'm a little bit more aware of it, and I can tell even when I'm studying I'm leaning on my left. Like them small little things should be able to help me engage and just free this side up to be able to press at maximum capacity, rather than this side being so tired from carrying my left. So it's going to be very interesting over the next few weeks if I can manage to make an improvement there, and if we see any difference in chest connection, chest fullness. Just trying all the small things. Talk about all the time the 1%, especially as a professional athlete. All chest. Big fucking chest. So that's 3 heavy sets completed, or what's heavy for me anyway. And now we'll do an intensifier. So I'll do a rest pause set. I don't want to drop the weight simply because it's going to take my shoulder joint further than what I want to take it today. If I tend to do a drop set, a lot of times it comes off my chest and goes here. Whereas if I do a rest pause set, I'll get back in and I'll maybe get 3 reps, 4 reps. So it doesn't have the opportunity to take this to fatigue, and I'm loading more anyway. So them 3 sets felt really good. Managed to control the chest all the way. Chest felt a little bit tight, but not nothing major, nothing to worry about. So nice and intense on here. Then we're moving to a little bit of a superset, and that's going to be enough for chest. Still a lot of work to do on it, but that's all I need. I feel like I've really worked it already, which I like. It's very difficult for me to get that feeling on my chest, but I take that all day long. So just reduce the weight slightly, because I'm going to do a 10 to 15 second rest pause. if I did it on the weight, I just did it on there, I'd get nothing on the second, on the rest pause. So drop to 2 plates. I'll aim for around 10-ish, 10-15 second reps, rest, and then as many as I can, which will probably be about 4 or 5. I'm downplaying that. Yeah, fucking 30. Exercise 1 done, chest 1 done. I'm going to do a Smith machine into a cable. I want to get better at pressing raw weight really this year, or controlling it more through a Smith machine. Still not a huge fan of the barbell, although Milos in Las Vegas did have me do some work on it, and actually felt okay. There's nowhere really to set up in here to be able to do that sort of set or that session. So the Smith machine will be a good replacement. So the gym's been investing in a lot of new machinery, as always. One thing Kuba's very good at is buying stuff, so I appreciate him for that. There we are, there, right there. Don't judge me. I've got like a stringer vest on. I'm not going to keep it on. Just wanted to see. I just wanted to see him off before my phone. Definitely full. Definitely dropping that water on. I just feel like one of them, like an old NABA bodybuilder with his vest on. Like proper stringer. That's chest done. So 2 exercises, one being a superset. Didn't feel great that today. My shoulders just maybe not feeling as good to be in this position, so maybe revise that next time, pick something else a little bit more sympathetic there. But it's just a case of that nothing's going to be perfect straight away. You have to keep tweaking the session, so that feels really good when it's a little bit heavier and it's almost like a fly press. So keep that in. Cybex Eagle's perfect for me. So I need something that's low incline or low incline-ish that I'm going to feel very supported in, and just chest. And there's an abundance of machines in here. I think the flex leverage will be the one, but we'll try that next time. And if it isn't, there's no need to stress about it. We just go again. Too much anxiety around training. 100% effort every time, that's all you need. So we'll start with a heavy prime or a heavier prime, single arm cable, and then just some like either a Y raise or some kind of dumbbell work just to really finish them off, and then just some rear delts to finish, potentially cable today. Just give the reverse pec deck a bit of a rest. Some of that I've rinsed quite a lot. So with chest, because I've gone a bit heavier, the rest between some of the sets is a bit longer, whereas now your delts are very small muscle, doesn't need a lot of breaking down, so hammer it for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, if that. Don't let off it. Take it in every single range, and then should simply, because my delts aren't actually small for some reason. I'm just not full on stage, and I don't know why. And it's not even like a stress or an anxiety thing, because I've got zero nerves or stress about show day. In fact, show day is my favourite time, because it means after that it's like you get to go out and chill, you get to go and eat some food, have a good time. I look forward to show day. I look forward to getting out and competing and displaying. So it's not like I'm stressed to death and my body goes to shit. I just maybe need to get so lean I'm nearly dead, and then eat loads, and then get full like this, but still have good enough conditioning for stage. I don't know. We'll get it right. Maybe. Anybody who's competed, when you get them like post-show pumps, on delts and you can't even lift your arms, I think it's going to maybe be one of them today. Hopefully it's not. It's awful, but it's good at the same time. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to get heavier every set. So because I want to get at least one heavy set here, but I don't want to go in straight away lifting heavy because I'm just going to engage traps. I do it light enough so I don't have to try and do any of this. I literally just want to think when I'm doing this about just doing, like, lifting my arm away from myself. Like, not thinking about engaging delt, I'm literally just lifting my arm away. And if you just stand there and you do that and you're not doing this, kick your trap away completely and just lift your arm up multiple times, say 10, 12 times, you should actually feel your delt start to get pumped. If you don't and you're still doing this, then it's a huge indicator that you're really not allowing your delt to be under the tension it needs in a exercise. So just stand there, really relax, arm up by your side, force it away from you and down. Just get the blood in the muscle, and then just replicate that when you're on here. Just close your eyes and think about doing that, and you'll maybe start to feel yourself pinch into this position. Just reset, go again. If you go straight in heavy, you're straight away going to be locked up. That's not what we want. I feel like I'm carrying carpets. Yeah, so it's very strange this week that I've just not put on as much weight. Like when I've been eating, I've just felt like I was just getting really fat. Like my stomach feels constantly full, which obviously after a long prayer, anyone who's competed will know that it's just not something that we're used to. And almost that feeling of being full, you associate it with body fat. So I keep looking at myself, expecting myself to be just a fat mess. And I'm not actually, I'm not. So it's that correlation between coming out of a diet phase into a heavy phase like this, of almost feeling like your body can't handle it, but actually after such a long diet, from me losing 70 pounds at the height, my body needs this food, and maybe not this much, but like a lot of it. It's just interesting for me to see. I've been here before. I did it with Jordan after I'd spent a short amount of time with Patrick Torres as a coach. I was very emaciated, very lean, still in show condition after 12, 13 weeks post-show, and Jordan upped my food massively and I was very scared. But that was the best off-season I've had actually before my loss. Just replicating that and sort of like trusting the process, if you like. See from last time. What did we train arms? It was arms, what did you do? I was just like a swollen, watery mess. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not fucking shredding now, but it's a lot better than it was. So I'm talking about before, this has got 20 kilo on, but it's probably about the equivalent to a 3 kilo dumbbell, if that. All I'm doing is making sure the pressure is on here, all the way there, and all the way down. I'm not letting it off. Leaning into it slightly, keeping it on. Just 20 reps. Getting the pinch at the top, so pinch, hold, drag, pinch. Fuck. Oh man. Oh, just one after another. Single arm, so it's not too bad when it's one after another. Because obviously you get a little bit of a rest. But again, just that literally, just I'm not trying to lock my shoulder, I'm not trying to do anything with my trap. Just as relaxed as I can possibly be. And I'm just reaching out. Just reaching out. People just straight away, it has to be fully relaxed. And as bodybuilders, we're all up our back really strong and we're trying to lift like this. I can't emphasize enough how your shoulder needs to, like, not force down, it's completely neutral, and just literally just moving away. We come to a point here and you start engaging your trap, just go to here for now, reach out to there, and then every time just try and get that little bit extra. Gotta get it even. Right, okay, so exercise number 4 already is essentially lateral raises. So we've only targeted medial delt. I don't need as much on the rear delt. My rear delt's developed quite good. And also then when I do back as well, like I have a couple of upper back movements. So we've done three lots of machine, and now we're going to do some dumbbell work. I feel it's really important to do some sort of free weight with delts, especially because biomechanically we've all got tightnesses here and there. I think if you're trying to follow a line of machines, sometimes one side can definitely be worked more than the other. And again, you probably just see me there just standing and just feeling. So I'm just really looking for that pinch point on my delts. Because my delts are full of blood and they're tired, I can feel it here already without even trying. So now I'm thinking about, okay, when I get a dumbbell, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here, I just want to be here. That's where I feel it. So I just want to simply pick a weight that's going to be able to tax my delt. 5 kilos, 6 kilos, simply just lock in, bang, control down, every single time. And literally to the point where I've got a slight rock. I don't mind cheating a little bit, especially with dumbbells, but one thing I don't want to do is this. I don't want to bring no trap into it. Again, relax, boom. Oh, you don't need a lot of weight with them at all. Definitely thicker. And the thing is, I'm only 3 pounds over my classic limit now. So you can see how big I can potentially be. Because I'd have to be absolutely peeled at this weight. Still a long way off. Still a long way off. But I quite like that. I'm not done yet. Far from done. Just waiting for the pump to go down a little bit in my right delt, if anything. If it's too debilitating, I'm not going to be able to get into the position I need to get into for rear delts. Same with like sometimes when you finish back and you know it's a biceps. People are like, oh, I don't feel my biceps. It's because they've gone straight from back into biceps. Just give yourself 10 minutes. Like it doesn't matter if you just wait between certain parts of a session to get a more beneficial outcome for that exercise. Because if I were to go in here now, I'd be so pumped and so uncomfortable that I wouldn't be able to do the exercise properly. If I wait 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, I'm going to go in and I'm going to be able to do 4 sets of really effective work. So there is a time and a place for speed and for going in, but sometimes if things don't feel right, and basically pump work as well, going in hard on a pump is a good thing, but when it's like can't even lift my arms sort of pump and like can't get myself in that position pump, it's detrimental. So what I'm doing is I'm forcing it out in front of me as far as I can, and then I'm turning into it, so now my rear delt's stretched. So I'm not just here, arm out, turning to get that rear delt stretched. So I'm turning my torso away but keeping my arm there. As soon as I feel where that stretch is, I'm driving it away from myself and down and out, and you'll get the pinch. So we're not trying to come here, we're there. Force it out, get the stretch, there. Oh, that is the session done. I've got a little fucking thing there where I never injected my delts, but I did the other day, and I've got this last week, and I've got this mark in it, and it's pissing me off. So guys, that is it. I'm going to check in with Milos now, but Joe's going to have to film it on my phone for me, so there's not going to be a lot of recording there. But you can get the gist of where things are at. Like I said, I'm back to the same weight as where I was last week, but I'm hoping this time next week I'm probably going to be like 3 or 4 pounds up. It doesn't want to be too aggressive. I'm not trying to put ridiculous amounts of weight, and I know Milos is pushing for it, but it's just like my glycogen's full now. I'm full. Like this is full for me. So anything on top of this is either body fat, water, or muscle. And if we're being honest, as you know, in terms of musculature, the actual weight of me isn't actually going to go up massively because it's only 5-6 weeks. If I can sit in off season like a nice lean 270, 275, feeling good, I'm going to be happy with that. And you just look at Chris Bumstead. I know obviously people are individual, but Chris Bumstead competes at 240, he sits at 265 in off season. Do I need to be 300 pounds? Do I need to lose 60-70 pounds every prep? I'm not sure, I don't know. The only prep I started from a leaner position was with Jordan, but I still lost £60 then. So every prep I've pretty much lost £50 to £60. Now is that detrimental in terms of by the time I come to compete, I just can't hold this fullness? I lose that shit, just everything that sort of makes me good. I'm not sure. So, you know, like I said at the beginning of this series, I was hoping this year I could just sit around like this sort of condition and just slowly grow. So when I do go into a prep, I'll be ready in 8-10 weeks. Physique should be nice and fresh. And that way, you know, I'm not really in a position where I've been in a deficit for so long that my body deteriorates. So it's definitely something I'll try in the future. But for now, obviously Milos has got different ideas. I've just signed, well not signed, but I've just signed up for another amount of long term with him there. So what we're in now, June, mid-June, so not long, not 5 months really. 5 months back as much size as possible before prep. I'm thinking of potentially doing, I think I'm gonna apply for the UK Arnold's. I'm 99% sure that I won't get an invite, but it's worth me doing. And then Fuad and Ben Chow's show is, the Detroit show is in April, which is going to be one of the first shows. I start prepping January, that's going to lend itself nicely for me. So I think I'll probably do the Detroit show, New York Pro, Pittsburgh Pro, potentially back over to New Mexico, I'm not sure. So that's going to be the plan for now. Just see if we can put the tissue on first. So whatever you want to see next, guys, please do let me know. I mean, I do like doing the training videos, but again, once you've seen the sessions, you've seen them, they're always going to be very similar. The odd giant set, the odd super set here and there, off the cuff, but in general, it's all the same. So there's, like I said, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on my coaching this year, and they do have some people coming over, so there will be like a little bit of a different angle for that. But anything you want to see from me personally, please let me know. And also, thank you for commenting, messaging me on Instagram, and chatting with me as well. It's I love that. I really love it. Like that, we're interacting and seem to have like a little bit of a community hub going, following me. So I feel like I've got a lot of support from you guys, which actually goes like a massive way, like a long way for me. Bodybuilding is a solo sport, and we do it on our own. Yeah, we have our family and loved ones close to us that help us through it, but you know, it's always nice from supporters, let's say, who have got your back and want to see you do well. It gives you that extra dimension of fire in your belly to say, right, okay, yeah, everybody who's, you know, close to me, nearest and dearest, they're always going to want you to do well, but people who don't really know you at all and they just like your work ethic and like what you stand for, who are rooting for you, it makes me want to do the best I possibly can for you guys as well. So thank you very much. Tune in next time, and hopefully still just as lean but bigger, ideally more muscle actually, we'll see. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you soon.